Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the second video of PHP and MySQL video series. Within this video, I'm going to explain you how to connect PHP with MySQL, what are the options available, what are the drivers we can use, how to configure those drivers, those kind of things. And also I'm planning to explain you how to write a query. That means basic queries like select, insert, update, those queries, how to create those queries using PHP connection history. Those things I am explaining to you with this video. Yeah, let's go to our code example. Okay, now first we go with this our configurations. Here we can mainly with PHP we can have two major drivers to connect MySQL. One is MySQL I and another one is PDO. That means PDO means PHP data objects. We can using those extensions, otherwise those drivers, we can load MySQL. Actually, as you may know now, PHP is running with the different server. That means it run with the different server PHP. Let's say it can be run with the Nginx or even Apache. Likewise, it will run with the different server. And MySQL server is a different server. That means those two both. That means those two servers run with the different separate port. Uh, to connect these two component, we need drivers. It's like a pipeline. We need a driver. So we use the drivers SQLi and PDO to connect these two different components. Using MySQL, I actually it is develop is that driver only support for the MySQL database, but PDO is support for the multiple database. Then if you are think that if your system within the that mean after developing it, if there is any database change, you are planning to change your database MySQL to MSSQL or something else, then it's better to go with the PDO connection. Then it's easy to change your database within the later. But MySQL is only support for the MySQL. Okay, first we will try to create. Let's check. First, we'll check our configuration information because these MySQL I and PDO we can configure using a PHP file. Let's say we can. Let's check with the PHP ini file. You can find in here MySQL. If you search, you can see there's an extension called MySQLi. That means within the PHP, there is a PHP extension directory within the PHP folder. If you go to PHP folder, here you can see, let's go to the PHP folder. Yeah, here I'm navigate to PHP, that means XAMPP installation folder. Inside of this, we can find a folder called PHP. Here we have a PHP folder. Inside of this PHP folder, we can see ext directory. Ext directory means extension directory. Inside of this extension directory, we can see the DLLs. Here we have MySQLi DLL as well. Here this is MySQLi DLL, and also we have PDO extension as well. You can see here. This is the PDO extension. It will configure with the PHP ini file, and we can find that our extension within this folder as well. PHP PDO MySQL. Here, this is the PDO DLL file. Okay, these are actually it's better to know that we can configure if your server not support for these extensions, you can add those extensions. When you are upgrading your PHP, you have to consider these things. Likewise, these are the configurations available. And also here, if we go to our local host dashboard, here with this our localhost dashboard, you can find the PHP info file. Let's open that. Within the PHP info file, you can find those information. That means which version you are using, which driver you are using. Likewise, it will provide the in detail description. Okay, this is the PHP info file, info information. Let's check my within my server. Now I am using PHP 7.3.0, and you can see these. You can see the basic the information about your server and your PHP inify location, and yeah, that kind of. Let's check our Pdo information. Here you can see API extensions. We have MySQL and Pdo extensions. That means we can use these both drivers to connect our MySQL database. Here you can see these MySQL information, Pdo information, MySQLi. Here we have MySQLi information as well. Like us, this PHP info file provide detailed information about your current server versions and server information. It's really helpful to identify is these extensions are available within available or not. Okay, let's jump into our example code. Let's go to let's go to our example. First example, I will create using MySQLi. I will create the database connection using MySQLi. MySQLi. Let's first create a PHP file. PHP. Let's add our configuration information. Dollar. We can say server name equal to. Let's say my server name is localhost, and let's add dollar password equal to my server password is empty, and let's say username, my database MySQL username is root. Mm, you can add your own credentials to here because these credentials may not work within your local environment, but you can add your configuration like this. Now we can create the connection con equal to let's say new MySQLi, let's say dollar server name and dollar username and dollar password. Okay, okay. Now we can check if that connection is established or not. If it is error, then we can trigger. We can return the error. We can show the error if dollar con connect connect error. Connect error, then we can stop the process, die. Let's say, let's tell connection failed, and let's get the error message in here. We can show the dollar con uh, connect connect error. Okay. Okay. Now, if the connection is success, then we can say echo your MySQL connection is success. Okay, now we can try this code. Yeah, we can try this code. Let's try it here. Yeah, here you can see your MySQL connection is success. Likewise, we can using MySQLi, we can connect database like this. This is the example code for MySQLi, and mm, okay, and also I will give you another example how to connect using PDO. Let's go to that. First, we need this information. I will copy this information first. I think it's better. I will put these things to common file. Let's say we can add file called config.php. Config. Let's create php return $config equal to $config equal to let's say equal to, we can add like this, let's say okay, password, and here we need another configuration that mean we need another configuration called selected db. Selected db equal to within my local server I have database called example1, example underscore 101, I guess. Let's check. Okay, this is my example database. Okay, okay, here I need to put, okay, and this one also, here also, and here also. Okay. Okay, now we have our configuration information. We don't need to that mean re-implement this code again and again. We can use same code again. Here we can include this configuration file. Include once. Let's say we can say config.php. Okay. Right. Now we have our configuration information. Here we need to change a little bit because our configuration is called config, $config. Inside of the $config, these things are coming as array. Let's put array keys, and yeah, here we need to have this one as well. Okay, and also here also we need to add this same thing. Okay, now okay, let's check this code again. Is it work or not? It's working. Okay, now we can add PDO. Let's create the PDO as well. Here I will create another file called pdo.php. Let's PHP. Let's copy this file. This include information line because we need the configuration information. Let's add our uh, PDO connection information. We use try catch. Inside of the try catch, we can create a connection variable, and let's say PDO okay, MySQL host equal our host is let's say like this $config uh, I think server name, I guess I'm correct mistake, server name. Okay, server name, and next thing is that DB name. Let's add DB name. DB name equal to $config. Let's copy selected DB. Okay, selected DB. Okay, now we need a DB name, and also we need username and password. Here we can add username and password like this. $config username and also we can add password $config. Here we don't need this $config. I think password password. Okay, now we have let's set. Okay, now what's wrong? Here we need to add the right. Now it's okay. Now it's okay. We need to add the colon in here. Let's try catch. Okay, now now we have a PDO connection. Let's with the PDO we can change its attribute. That means if we need to change the return type to fetch ASOC2 object or even array. Likewise, we can using the attributes we can configure those behaviors. I will configure the error returning exception returning method with the PDO. Let's get our $con set attribute. Let's say PDO error mode. We can give it as a PDO error mode. Sorry, PDO error mode exception. Okay. Right. Now we can say this as echo uh, connected successfully. That means if this connection is successful, it will return this. If it is error, it will go to the catch block. In the catch block, we can say let's video exception $ex. If exception happen, then we can echo. Let's say connection failed, and also we can give the error message error dot $ex get message. Okay, right. Yeah, now we have a qualified correction string. Let's run this. Okay, let's run this. Here, go to here we need to use, let's say pdo.php. Connect successfully. Yeah, that means our connection is successful. This is the second example. That means using PDO, we can connect uh, MySQL database like this. Here, what we do is we created our configuration file. We included that, and also we create new PDO object, otherwise new PDO instance using new keyword, and that means we give our configuration information to that PDO object, otherwise instance, and we connect using that PDO instance. This is the basic example, code example for PDO, and let's create uh, query. That means insert query using this connections. First, we go with the SQLi connection. Let's try to insert data using this SQLi. First, I need to check my database. Let's go to P localhost dashboard and PHPMyAdmin. Here I will use the PHPMyAdmin tool. Here I need database called let's say example 01. This is the database. Okay, inside of this database we have TBL user. Within the TBL user we can see yeah, password and username. I will insert data to this this folder using our connection. I will delete everything in here. Okay, now our table is empty. I will create insert query. Okay, using SQLi we can do insert like this. Now we have our MySQL connection, but I think we need to add here we need to add our DB name, otherwise it will trigger error. Let's add $config. I think our selected DB example underscore 01. Okay, now I need uh, now I need to use this using this connection. I will insert data to this table, this database. Let's create our insert query. $SQL equal to insert into our table is user tbl user. Our column is what are the columns we have? Let's say tbl user structure. We have username and password. Username and password. Let's add username and password. Okay, username, password. Okay, these are the columns we have. Let's insert values. I will hard code value in here because we need a complete insert query because we are not creating any form in here. We just pass these values. Let's because if you need to use form example, then you can get that form data into one variable, then you can give in here. That means you can I'm here I'm hard coding, but you can use variables to give the values. Let's go with the I will go with the hard coded one. Yeah, I will say it as a let's say John, and let's say password. I will use the MD5 um, password hashing. Let's say MD5. I will put the password as this is password because this let's get one word password. Okay. Right. Now we need to give in here because these are values. Okay, and okay. Okay. Now we have our query. Let's close this. Okay. Now this is our query, and now we can using this insert we can trigger this insert query. Let's call this insert query. If $con query review your query um, with the SQL equal to true, then we can say echo your new record is created. Okay. Mm, if it is an error, else we can say echo error. We can say error. We can give the error information $SQL. Let's give the error information directly $con error. Okay, this is the our error information. Okay, let's remove this message. Now we can try our insert query. Let's try this. Go to here and I refresh this page. New recorded is created. Your new recorded is created. Let's go to database. Let's check the database. Here we can see our record is created, and it will encrypted, and the password is encrypted using MD5 and inserted to the database. That's how we can use, like that we can use our insert query with the SQLi. At the same way we can update this. Let's update this, change this query to update query. Let's update. I will come in this. Okay, sorry, I will come in this. Let's say, let's get the update query. Update TBL user set. Yeah, update set username equal to, let's remove these things. Username equal to, we can change this to, let's put my name, and okay, here we need to put single quote chasing, and password is to, let's change the password to password to, we can't see the password because it is encrypted now. Then we don't need these values. Okay, here I'm not encrypting the password. Then you can see the change. Okay, here now we have query, and we need to add where place where, because which record we need to give the which record we need to update. Here it is 12, ID is 12. I will update the same record. Update TBL user, set username Srijasing, password equal password to where ID equal to 12. Okay, let's run this. Okay, it says it's successfully run. Let's refresh this. So refreshing, yeah, you can see it will updating. Likewise, we can do any that mean update, delete, edit, any insert query using MySQL because we already established our connection without any issue. It not uh, change according to our query. It will not change according to query. We use same connection string. Then we can do anything using any SQL using this connection string because this user has full permission. That means within this config file we have root user. Root user is the super user. When it's come to MySQL, root user is can do anything. Uh, According to the permission, he can do anything using the same our connection string because we are sharing same connection. Okay, this is the MySQLi example. Let's go to the PDO. PDO also something like same because it will not change according to the connection because connection already established. We what we are doing is we only use the connection within the our query. Let's use this same example. I will show you the PDO as well. Here I will copy the same insert query, and I will insert this to the using the PDO. Let's create $con execute. Let's say SQL. Yeah, now we have execute our query. We can say we can echo this new record code is created. Okay, yeah. Yeah, now we can try this. PDO new record is created. Let's go to a table. Here you can see it will create a new record. Likewise, it will not change according to that mean according to the connection. It will not change the queries because query that means it will change the parameter binding, how the parameter binding, and this execution that as you can see here we use execute keyword, but here we use query. Likewise, it will change those things, but otherwise SQL is same, but it will change the way we are binding parameters and we are executing the code. These are the basic examples about MySQL PDO and SQLi connection to example. This is a really basic example because I am not going to complicate this because this video created to beginners. Then if you can check my YouTube my videos to get more advanced things, but here with this video I'm only sticking to really basic things. I'm not going to keep this video. I need to short this video because it is a beginner tutorial. Here what we done is we created a PHP connection string, and using that connection string we run SQL queries. We created our connection information connection string within the PHP side, and we created our SQLs within the PHP side, and using the connection string we pass those SQLs to MySQL server, and according to the server uh, according to server result, it will return the information. That means SQL server return, if it is error, it will return error. If it is success, then it will return success information. Yeah, I will create a error in here. As you can see, I have added insert to. Uh, this is invalid syntax. Let's try run this code. What happened, we can check here. You can see it will turn the error message. It will saying syntax error because we are not following the SQL syntax. Likewise, here I will explain. I will create some insert select query as well. Here I will add $SQL equal select all from tbl underscore user. Okay, let's user. Okay, now I will comment this. Now execute, we can use query, and also we need to use fetch or fetch because we are fetching all the records in the DB. Uh, let's say result. We can uh, we can print R. Let's get the result as a dollar. Okay, right. Now we can run this. Okay, now we can see the our result. It will return the array um, information. This is the select statement. It will return our expected information. Likewise, we written this SQL within the PHP side. We pass this SQL to MySQL server using my Pdo connection. We get the result set. This is the basic idea behind of this. The same thing goes with the SQLi, and I think you guys understand these things, that this basic idea behind of this. And yeah, if you think this video helpful, please click the thumbs up button. If you want to see videos like this, please click the subscription button. And thank you very much for watching my videos. Let's meet with the next video. Thank you very much.